in one of the two tournaments. Yeah, I'm thinking round of 4. Actually, you know what? I'll make a call. The next OSL and MSL, Hyuk will be in the final 4 in one of the two, at
Okay.
least. Because he's qualified through pretty hard challenges. He's broken in through the offlines on both. He, you know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? This will be a few days from now. He broke the MST group he's in, so he's already in the MSL round of 32, and he's also in the OSL round of 36. So he's already passed the kind of big hump from the masses, and now he just has to get up there, get it done.
Well, to be yuked no longer means what it used to be. It's very interesting how things change. Maybe it is your negative comments who have spurred him on, who knows.
Hasn't helped Backhoe. Hasn't helped The Rock. Hasn't helped Luxury. I'm waiting for one of them to break into brilliance. Luxury especially, because that guy's got to be... If anyone knew about it in Korea, he would be pissed off at me, man. Like, the trash I've thrown on Luxury, man. The guy needs to improve.
Yes, you have been everything but kind, but that is your privilege.
That's because I loved him. That's because, you know, I love the man. It's a love-hate relationship. You know, I wouldn't care so much if he was just bad to start with, because his name's okay. Also because he's not that bad. I mean, because, you know, he's not Hyuk, you know, but I'm saying I love the guy. He's so good, and now he's so bad that it's just like, what happened? Anyway, sorry about that.
Maybe he's the evil twin. But speaking of evil and another colorful character of Starcraft, and this is something I've asked your other commentator colleagues, everyone has an opinion. Firebat Hero, this dancing menace. How do you think he's doing and where he will go this season? Because we all want him to dance, don't we?
I don't know. Maybe the Samsung Khan coach told him to stop dancing, and therefore he's no longer practicing his ballet moves. Instead, he's just sulking or something. But he's been doing pretty poorly. Caspa did ban offensive ceremonies, which I find kind of hypocritical or kind of unenforced, because basically it meant Firebat Hero couldn't dance, but other people have been dancing too. I mean, obviously it was in direct response to some of the antics he's pulled off, which were a bit insulting, like throwing rice in people's vicinity after beating them horribly and then dancing in the ocean afterwards. That was a pretty big ceremony. It was a pretty big showboating moment. I mean, that ceremony was about 15 minutes long, too. So, but I think that, you know, unfortunately, he hasn't been playing very well recently. He's been playing very badly, in fact. He hasn't made it into much, and he's been on a losing streak. But overall, I like the guy. You know, I used to like Savior more. Honestly, like, between the two, I'd probably have to root for Savior still. But I totally have no ill will against Firebat Hero at all. He is just a great person for the whole industry, you know, for the whole entertainment value of professional StarCraft. You need heels like him, you know. You need like the sort of enemy or the villain, I guess is the word to use, the villain stock character, you know. And he's the villain, and he's great at it. So I think he's great. I think he's got a great business sense too to promoting himself, because he could have just been another boring programmer who doesn't smile or laugh or do anything, right? Doesn't even have a funny name, you know? But he's not the best programmer, not the best Terran, but yet he's gotten as much attention as the best Terrans for himself. So good on you.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about him for, you know, one reason or another, and, you know, not Flash, for example. So I think we do need more of him, and he's what qualifies for a bad boy in StarCraft, which says a lot, but we got to stick to what we got there. Speaking of bad boys, your good colleague Rice, you and him have done some glorious commentaries in the past, and I had the pleasure of interviewing him recently. And something that I know your fans appreciate is when you and him go together to do some games, you know, preferably Firebat Hero versus Savior or a Yuking. Can you reveal any plans at all about we getting some of that soon?
Oh, absolutely. I think we'll be doing a lot very soon. He is, I think he's mentioned this, so I'm okay with saying this, but he is moving to the middle of the country right now. Actually, I won't say exactly where, but he's going to be pretty far away, and he's going to be having a lot of free time on his hands, so to speak, for a little while. So it's going to be great. We're going to do some commentaries together. I think Rise and I we're both from Long Island, New York, originally. We both were raised there. Not too far from one another. He went to university right next to where my family lives, and I think we got a very similar personality in terms of just finding the light side of things. You know, not being afraid to just make fun of programmers in a non-offensive way. I mean, you know, it's offensive at the time, but it's not like overall we hate them. We're not expressing any real emotions by making fun of them. They're just trying to be funny about it, and also just understanding that commentary. If you want to listen to a very technical analysis, we're probably not it. But if you want to listen to a bit of technical analysis, play-by-play, plus some random humor, people seem to like what we do with that. So we were on the same page, is what I'm trying to say.
Indeed, you are, and people do like it, and there's a whole thing called Team Liquid for those who want sharp analysis and precision, and I'm sure many people will enjoy.
No comment on that. They're great though.
Indeed, I think they are. It's just that there's a place for humor as well, and you and Rise, especially you two together, do occupy that spot fairly comfortably. So, on behalf of us all, I must say, please do some dual commentaries. Yuk is going to play again.
We'll do.
And something I need to ask you, as I do with all Starcraft celebrities, if you don't mind that term, is what are your thoughts on Starcraft 2, both in terms of the game and in terms of how it will change the scene for better or worse?
I think it's definitely going to improve the scene, especially for us, for those of us who don't live in Korea and who don't have, to be honest, any kind of really organized competitive gaming scene. We certainly don't have a professional gaming scene for StarCraft or for many games, any real games in America, with small exceptions. But yeah, I think it'll be great. I think Blizzard is an incredibly attentive company to the demands and the wishes of its players in terms of balancing. It's not going to be a perfect game when it comes out. There's going to be imbalances. People are going to whine about certain things here or there. I don't want to go into that whole debate, but I think Blizzard's going to patch the holes that need to get patched, quite literally, no pun intended, patch them, and then it's going to be a very competitive game regardless of some of the things that became easier, because what's going to happen is just this. You can build a lot of stuff at once with a few less clicks, which means you're going to have to put more clicks on other things. You're just going to have more stuff going on in the whole game. So I think it's going to be just as competitive, and what I like about it is that it's got graphics. Let's be frank here. StarCraft 1, 1998. The graphics aren't exactly the most wowing for younger players today and for people who haven't seen it before. Whereas StarCraft 2 is going to have great graphics, and it's going to just sell really well. People are going to know about it, and that means there's a chance, maybe an outside chance, but a chance nonetheless of, say, in the United States or parts of Europe, having a professional league for StarCraft 2.
It would certainly be astonishing if that can happen, and I very much hope so. And would it be safe to say that should the opportunity present itself, you would look into the possibility of doing commentaries not just for the passion, but perhaps as a business in some shape or form?
Well, that's actually a very interesting question. A couple of commentators and I have started a small business about a year and a half ago, or a year ago, called Voice of Esports. To be honest, we haven't really done much because it's harder than we thought to try to get licenses for the Korean videos. It's a long story, but it's it's very hard to capitalize on StarCraft 1, and because of that, we're kind of in hibernation mode, waiting for StarCraft 2 to come out. Anyway, and that includes it includes Moletrap, Claddart, and myself. So basically, I think that is a very, very interesting possibility. It's something I've thought about. Many people have asked me about. I have no idea. I'll tell you, as I tell my fans, that my life is very open. I guess right now I'm applying to law school. I'll let you guys know that. And we'll see. I don't know how many people become lawyers and then video game commentators. I'd probably be the first. But that's kind of unique. I wouldn't quit law school for it, though. Let me just put it that way. So it would be in a few years, to be frank. I'm sorry if that's disappointing to you guys, but I guess now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't be able to. Now, if I don't get into law school, there you go.
Well, as I said,
I want to go to.
Good luck with that, in all honesty. But as I also said to Rice when I interviewed him, that his unemployment is our gain, because that will mean more commentaries. So I won't be wishing you bad luck about law school, but be sure that should that not be what happens, there's another way open for you. A lot of people waiting to hear that. However, let's see what the future holds, indeed. I take it that you have not had the opportunity to actually play StarCraft 2 yet? Like
Unfortunately. Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't gone to any events where they've had that.